Hi, I'm Dan. I've got no building experience or anything. I've just taught myself to do this. So I'm going to do a video now of some bricklaying or block laying and what I've got with my lines, etc. Put it online and then we'll see if people like it. We'll do some more other tutorial videos where I'll show you that the normal person can do what other people are doing. There's so much stuff out there now on YouTube and different pieces of equipment that assist you doing trades as such, and then we'll see how we get on. So I've got the muck on there, and what we got is a 215mm block, and then you want a 10mm bed, so you got a 225mm gap between your block and your line. So you have a 10mm bed on there, and then roughly a 10mm joint between the two blocks, and then you've got your lines here. So that's a Blake's profile, so that's set up level, hangs off the wall. So all you do is you have your line clipped to it, and then you move these up as you go along each line, so you can run your block all the way through to the line. And then as long as you line your block up with the top of your previous row and the top of the new block to the line, you'll see that once you've come all the way along, that wall will be level then. So as long as your profile's level, you just move your line up. So these here are for the internal walls, give you a right angle, so you bring it out to whatever size your blocks are plus your cavity width. And then normally you just have one of these clips around the profile, and that would do your outside wall there. So you see, bottom of my block is in line with the top of my block vertically, and then the top of my new block is in line with my string. And then you want to look down your line, and you want, they say, basically a Rizzler's paper width between your line and your block, and then that will give you what you want. Put your level on it, and you're there, smack on. So I normally set up my corner, because those are the bits that are going to move really. You might have to just tap your first corner block in, because when you push that one in, it's obviously going to move that. Once you got that, you're ready to go really. And then I'll run a bed all the way along there, maybe 4 blocks or something, because these are quite wet at the moment because it's rain. But if you had dry blocks like this, when you put your bed on it, you'll find that it'll dry out pretty quick, so it's easier to run a smaller amount and then put 4 blocks on it, check your levels, and then off you go again. So you want 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a bit out of the middle and then just shunt that off. That's ready to go then. So I normally do 4 of them at a time. But obviously everyone will have different techniques, and I'll probably get slated by a real bricklayer. But I'm not bothered. So compress that up to the previous block. So you've got your bed there, the joint between, nice and compressed, good connection. Line that up. Check down your line. Looks good. Home again. Right. Check your line. As well as giving you nice level walls. When you look down your brickwork, everything will be completely in line, so it will be nice and flush. and then that's your 4. Come along with your level. Obviously not everything's going to be perfect straight away. You might have to move a few things around a little bit, because the problem with the blocks is when you touch them a little bit, it cuts a lot out elsewhere, so you might have to just give them a little bit of movement, but it gives you that initial line and level to make sure you're spot on, really. That's good. And then off we go all the way along here, and then we'll run back through all the way round with the lines, do 1 row, and then come back round, do the second row. So with your pointing, you want to do your perps first, so the joints between the 2 blocks vertically. And then your beds. And then when you come back, go just tidy up that little bit that you did for your last row. Just looks a bit neater if you just get rid of that little bit there. And then once it's dried, all of that will just fall off there, so your dry bits just break off and it looks nice and neat then. Obviously, I don't know whether all bricklayers are doing this with their thermalights and that, but because it's my house, I've kind of taken a lot of pride in it. So there's really no need for this, because you're never going to see it. It's going to be dot and dabbed with your plasterboard or whatever, or skimmed with plaster, whatever way you're doing it. But just looks a bit better. And you've got the building inspector coming up, and he's going to inspect your work and tell you whether you're doing things right or not. And I think if your work looks a bit neater, he's going to think that you've been doing everything to the correct standard as what he wants, really, isn't he? So basically, we put some pictures up and that on the video. of what we started with and what I've done so far. I ain't had no help really, like a couple of friends helping a few days, and my dad's been up helping me move a few blocks and that, and I had a company come and help me put the stills in. We put some pictures up of the stills we put in, because like that one there's 1.2 tons, so there's no way I was going to move that all on my own or with some friends and that. So we had a company come in, and I'll link them in the video description as to who they were, because they are helpful and there's no one else that's doing what they're doing at the moment. So if you've got big beams or whatever going in, they're the people that you want to use, unless you're going to have like a big high up with a crane and that's going to bring it over your house. But I couldn't have that because of we got overhead lines out the front and that, and it just would have been logistically a bit too much. So these guys come in with a specialist machine it's basically a digger track, but it's got a small high ab arm on it, and it'll lift your beams up to wherever you want. So that was good. So yeah, I should be finished my block work and that this week, and then we'll start doing the roof. See you later.